Good morning, Michiana. I'm Mark Linton with Linton's Enchanted Gardens, and this morning I'd like to share with you a beautiful collection of dwarf miniature plants. These plants are perfect, low-maintenance plantings that can be incorporated into your landscape. They also can be used as fairy gardens. They also can be used as container garden plants. These little dwarf conifers grow only a fraction of an inch each year and require very little maintenance. This is a lime glow juniper, which only reaches about 10 to 12 inches in height and has this beautiful lime green and gold colored foliage. This is a Goshiki holly olive and has a beautiful shiny glossy green leaf with variegation throughout. This is a variegated cypress called fairy puff. Perfect name for those wanting to do fairy gardening. Prized for its beautiful green and white variegated leaves and foliage. A lot of folks may be familiar with the old-fashioned mugo pines, which got very large, reaching almost 10 to 12 feet in height. Well, this is a teeny tiny version of it. This is called a Mitch Mini Mugo Pine, growing only a fraction of an inch each year. Woolly thyme makes the excellent, most perfect ground cover plant, prized for its beautiful, teeny tiny little dwarf leaves, only reaching a fraction of an inch in height and slowly spreading across the ground. Another nice little dwarf ground cover plant is this cotoneaster called Strebe's Findling. And right now it's in full bloom with these delicate white little flowers. Another little dwarf miniature ground cover plant is this silene called Groot's Variegated, featuring these variegated green and white leaves, and then later on in the season has small clusters of a light pink pastel colored flower. Goth, also known as wintergreen, makes an excellent ground cover for the shaded low light areas. Later on in the season, around fall, these develop tiny little red berries and they're edible, and that's where you get the wintergreen flavor. This is a Cypress called Whipcord. Very unusual growth and habit of this. It's a very weeping type of dwarf evergreen, and as it matures, almost looks like dreadlocks. This is one of our little leaf cotoneasters, and you can actually see some of the red berries still on here from last season. This is already in the pre-bonsai form. We have trained this design here. Another Cypress here called White Pygmy. This one just naturally shapes itself in the tiniest little ball, reaching only about 10-12 inches in height. Sunlight Lace is another cypress, very beautiful fern-like type of leaves. This adds a lot of interest to your dwarf miniature garden. I like to use this more in the background for a little bit of height and a nice splash of bright gold. This Cypress is called Split Rock. Very unusual, very architectural type of leaves on here. It contrasts beautifully with some of the more golden colored evergreens. I like to use them working together. Jersey Jewel is an Ilex crenata, which is a dwarf holly. Very soft to the touch, and these will maintain its leaves 12 months out of the year, and this reaches a whopping 12 to 15 inches in height when it's fully grown. This looks like broccoli or almost moss. You've got to touch it and feel it. It's the neatest little plant. It's a Cypress obtusa. It's a little dwarf hinoki cypress, very appropriately named Junior. Another one of our Cypress is Butterball Cypress. It is very compact, features lime green interior growth with bright splashes of gold on the exterior. Dwarf conifers are the perfect plants to use with fairy gardens, and all you need are a few little accessories and schedule a weekend to spend time with your children or grandchildren. If you'd like to watch this news segment again or any of our other news segments, just visit our website at lintons.com and click on the YouTube button. For News Center 16, Saturday mornings, I'm Mark Linton with Linton's Enchanted Gardens in Elkhart.